No. And as you look at the ground around you, if you knew, what are you standing on? Are you on floorboards or outside? What? Purple?
Mist. Purple mist.
A purple mist. How lovely. And I want you to be able to feel this purple mist. I want you to be able to connect with that purple energy and tell me, how does it make you feel?
Powerful.
Powerful. And this purple mist, is it a lake? Or is it just a mist that's come to you? How do you know where to step into this purple mist?
It's an aura.
It's an aura. Well, I want you to connect with your body. And as you connect with your body and your emotions, I want you to connect and tell me, are you male or female?
Female.
You're female. And how old do you feel? Just see those numbers.
32.
You're 32. If you're 32 years old, you'll know what your name. What do people call you in that life?
Astra.
Astra. Astra, thank you for coming and sharing today with us. Astra, tell me, this purple mist, are you on the earth plane or are you somewhere else?
No.
You're in a different realm?
Yes.
This different realm, what do you do in this different realm, Astra?
Transcend.
You transcend. So as you look around using your imagination, describe to me this place. You're standing in a purple mist. And what else?
It's just purple.
It's just purple. What's the significance of the colour purple? What does it mean to you?
Spirit.
And as you're connecting now, can you sense that you're on your own or are you with others?
No.
You're on your own. Why do you come to this place?
Sanctuary.
It's your sanctuary. So it charges your batteries.
Protection.
And protection. So Astral, what do you do in that realm? What's your purpose?
Heal.
How do you heal, Astral?
Send rays of light.
Rays of light. Is that a little bit like our Reiki here that we use or channel?
Yes.
And what kind of things do you heal? Are they just energy beings around you, or do you have any other kind of
mental conflict?
Mental conflict. Is that mental conflict in that realm, or is it mental conflict in another?
Just this realm.
This realm here on Earth.
Yes.
So what you do is you transfer your energies down to Earth for mental conflict.
Yes.
Yeah. And tell me, Astral, are you a part of my client today? Have you decided to come in and work and have an earthly experience this time round?
No.
So, Astra, are there any other souls around you that you work with?
Michael.
Michael? Michael who?
Angel. Michael. Archangel.
You work with Archangel Michael? And what's the purpose of you working with Archangel Michael? What qualities do you get?
Warrior.
Oh, right. Yeah. So we all need some of that warrior energy, because we're in a battle down here, aren't we? We're all warriors. And is that where you were able to learn your gift with Archangel Michael?
No.
So why are you working with Archangel Michael now?
Sound of fun.
Sandalphon was the one that trained you?
Yes.
So you're working with quite a few archangels up there.
Yes.
So what was the purpose of you coming and speaking with me today? Have you got a message for us today that we need to know?
Cruel world.
Cruel world? How are we supposed to help then in this cruel world?
Love.
So we need more love in the world.
Kind.
Yeah.
Empathy.
Are there many of you souls that come down to earth to work with us?
Yes.
How long have you been coming down to earth?
Light years.
Light years. How are we doing now with ascending to love and kind and empathy? How are we?
Destruction.
So we're destroying. What do we need to do to help ourselves?
I can't say.
Oh, it's not for you to change that. So thank you, Astra, for working with me now. But what I want to do is I want to close that scene. And as we close that scene, like the flick of a switch of a remote control, I want you to go drifting forward in time to another life. Just go down your file, drifting, floating down your files, drifting, floating through time and space. And I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And when I get to 1, you're going to be at that other life. So when you're ready, 3, 2, and 1, be there now. Are you male or female in that life?
Neither.
Are you just an energy?
Yes.
So tell me, whereabouts are you as an energy? Are you on the earth plane or are you somewhere else?
I don't know.
Well, just have a look around. Just feel yourself floating from the left to the right and see how easy it is for you to swing.
I'm a rock.
Oh, you're a rock? So why did you become a rock this time round?
Stability.
And did you learn a lot from that rock of stability?
No.
And as that rock, what kind of things did you discover?
Grounding.
So you didn't learn stability, but you did learn grounding.
Yes.
And did any other energies come down with you at that time?
Titan.
Titan? Tell me about Titan. Tell me more.
Big.
And what's the significance of Titan? Was he close to you?
No.
Tell me more.
Authority. Power. Rules.
So you were around at that time?
Yes.
And did you learn much from Titan?
Yes.
What did you learn most of all from him?
To be stable.
To be stable. Very good. Thank you. So I want to close that scene now, just like you're flicking the switch of a remote control and just closing the curtains. And let's move forward now. And let's see you in a new, completely different life. So closing that scene, drifting and floating forward now. Forward to another life when something significant is happening. 3, 2, and 1. Be there now. Are you male or female in that life or neither?
Can't tell.
Well, what I want you to do is I want you to rock from the left to the right. And as you rock from the left to the right, I want you to feel that you're pulling in the force of all that story, almost like you're swinging it in to the left and the right. And I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Do you feel you're inside or outside?
Outside.
You're outside. Is it day or is it night?
Day.
It's daytime. And I want you to look at the ground. So if you could use your imagination, what is it there that you're standing on?
Grass.
You're standing on grass. And as you look down at your feet, are you wearing anything on your feet?
Yes.
What are you wearing?
Leather.
Leather? I want you to connect with that body there. And as you connect with the body, you'll be able to tell me whether you're male or female.
Female.
You're female. How old are you there? Just see a number.
19.
19 years old. And what is your name?
Maid Marian.
Maid Marian. So good afternoon, Maid Marian. Thank you for coming and working with us. Maid Marian, you tell me that you are outside on some grass. What year is it, please? See a number come to mind.
1411.
1411. 1411. So, Maid Marian, you're outside on this grass. Do you sense that you're on your own or are others around you? What do you sense?
There's others.
There's others? So, as there are others around, I want you to amplify their voices so that you can hear what they're saying. And as you do that and you amplify their voices and you telepathically connect with those messages, what's happening around you with all the...
Singing.
You're singing? So you're singing outside? What's the purpose of this?
Enjoyment.
Yeah. And tell me, what country are you in there, Maid Marian?
England.
England. And do you know the place in England or the town that you're in?
Sheffield.
You're in Sheffield. So why Sheffield? What brought you to Sheffield, Maid Marian?
Nobility.
Ability?
Nobility.
Nobility. So you're there for a noble reason?
Yes.
So explain to me a little bit more then about this particular stay in Sheffield. Who was it that you came to see?
Robin.
Robin. So I want you to connect with Robin now. Just go drifting, floating with your mind so he's in front of you now. Describe him to me. What's he wearing?
Brown.
And as you look into his eyes, knowing the eyes are connected to the soul, I want you to deeply look through those eyes, the windows of the soul, down, deep, 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 telepathically communicate. This Robin, has he been in your life before?
Yes.
Who is he?
William.
I see. And now you're talking to Robin. What is it that you plan to do together?
Get married.
You're getting married. How wonderful. So I want you to fast forward in that marriage and tell me, do you have children with Robin?
No.
No? No children? How does that make you feel?
Okay.
You're okay about that? So I'd like you to go forward now, drifting, floating forward to another significant time when something is happening. So just close that scene and drifting, floating forwards. 3, 2, 1, be there now. Where are you now?
In space.
You're in space. So Marilyn, what are you doing in space?
I'm on a hexagon,
You're on a hexagon,
moving across the path.
moving across what path?
A hexagon.
Uh-huh. And what's the purpose of you doing this, moving across paths of hexagons?
Make sure there's straight sides.
Uh-huh. Why do they need to have straight sides?
Conformity.
Uh-huh. And is that your job there?
No.
Mm-hmm. So what is your purpose to be there in space then?
Peacemaker.
You're a peacemaker. Mm-hmm. So do you need to be a peacemaker in space?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Why do you need to be a peacemaker in space? Explain.
Everybody has a job.
Everybody has a job. Uh-huh. Do those everybody people, do they look like us?
No.
Uh-huh. Describe what they look like.
Light.
They're light. Uh-huh. And that role of being peacemaker, has she brought that role down into this life?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So what I'd like to do now, I'd like you to travel to your soul group. And you've been there many times and you know exactly how to get there. So as we close that scene now, drifting, floating with your mind, connecting with your soul group, getting lighter and lighter, and you can feel that you're getting stronger and stronger towards it now. Whereabouts are you?
In a tunnel.
In the tunnel. This tunnel. Explain this tunnel.
Black.
It's black.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Is this the way to your soul group?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So see yourself fast forwarding now through that tunnel and on the other side, connecting with your soul family. And tell me, are there many souls in your group?
And a rainbow.
There's a rainbow. Uh-huh. Has that rainbow come to collect you?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Follow that rainbow now and just go sliding up that rainbow now, feeling all the energy of that rainbow, sliding all the way down. And as you slide down to the bottom, you'll be with your soul family in your group, 3, 2, and 1. So I want you to get the sense around you and tell me, do you sense other souls around you there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How many?
One.
One soul. I want you to be able to connect with that soul energy. How does that soul make you feel?
Protective.
Protective. Mm-hmm. And I want you now to connect with that soul's energy and just feel their energy and step into their energy so you can telepathically communicate with them. Ask them, what is the purpose of your soul group?
I'm not saying.
They're not saying. Uh-huh. So this soul that has greeted you now, is this a member of your soul group or is it a member of the council?
It's Ken.
It's Ken. Ken, good afternoon, Ken. Tell me, what message do you give my client today? That she can bring back with her?
Clarity.
Clarity. Define that a bit more. Does she need clarity or does she give clarity?
She's a vision.
She needs a vision.
No, she's a vision. She is a vision.
She is a vision. Very good. Thank you. So now that we've got that message, ask Ken if we can visit her soul group.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So just allow yourself now to go drifting, floating towards your soul group. And as you connect with your soul group in your family, tell me, is your mother with your soul group there?
Mm.
Yeah? Who else is in your soul group?
Diane.
Mm-hmm. And what's the purpose of your soul group? Knowledge. How's she doing with all this knowledge, bringing it down to earth? She doing a good job?
It's hard work.
Yeah, it might be hard work, but is she doing the work? Is she getting there?
Yes.
Very good. So is she right to have groups of meditation at her home?
Yes.
Yeah? Very good. I'll be sure to tell her. Thank you very much for working with me. But we're going to close the soul realm now. So bid farewell to everybody as we travel now back into this room, and I want to speak to your higher self, your subconscious mind, your inner self. So what I want you to do, I want you now to take a nice deep breath, step away from the body and allow your inner self, your higher self, to use your voice today. Good afternoon, higher self. Are you male or female?
Male.
You're male. What's your name? Do you have a name? Is it not important?
No.
Tell me, is this your first life with my client, or have you had many?
First.
It's your first life? So what is it that you're working with her on? What kind of things do you do to work together?
Can't say.
You can't say? Is it not for now? Or is it that you can't describe it?
I can't see.
You can't see. Well, as I continue to talk, I want you to amplify your vision. And by amplifying your vision, you're connecting with her telepathically. So you'll be able to sense. And what I want you to do now is I want you to help me by scanning the body. So I want you to start at the top of the head, and we're just going to have like a little x-ray now, going to scan from the top of the head, going all the way down the forehead, down the eyes, round the back of the eyes, going through the jaw, down to that neck area, onto those shoulders, and down the torso, going down the torso now into the heart, all the way down into the tummy area, down to the hips and the thighs, down to the knees, all the way down to the ankles and the shins and back up. So tell me, where in the body can we work today, please?
Shoulder.
Shoulder. So what's going on in the shoulder?
Anger.
Anger. So what I want you to do is, I want you to make yourself as small as a cell. I want you to make yourself as small as a cell, and I want you to travel down towards that anger. Is it the left or the right shoulder?
Right.
You're right. So let me connect now with that anger. And as you go travelling down into this anger, tell me, why is it angry?
Cruelty.
Cruelty. Is this cruelty from a previous life?
No.
From this life?
Yes.
Yeah. And is this where she's holding the memories of that life?
Yes.
Well, by herself, you know that she doesn't need to hold the memory because she's already had the lesson.